Hey, what's going on, everybody? Your boy DJ Steady Manos, and I just got my little my kilowatt meter. Is it called kilowatt? Yeah, kilowatt meter, and it's pretty cool. I just plugged it up right now. What I did, I hooked up an extension cord to the wall, and then I hook up my power strip to it. So right now it's not reading anything because I have the power strip plug up to it and it's off. So if you want to be one of those penny pinchers and go around the whole house and see where you got current at that you're not, like for example, let me turn this on. Watch this. Just that is on, and of course, it's charging up my computer at the same time. So look at what it's is using up, using 1.9 watts, 2.4. Sometimes it goes a little higher because it sees 16, 27. So now it's probably charging up my laptop. If I unplug the laptop, of course it's gonna drop down. See the way the little light is on, so I unplug this. Now it probably went down, see? See what I mean? So if you wanna be like a penny pincher and go around their whole house and see where you wasting that money that like if you have one of the strips hooked up to your TV and your all kind of stuff and you go to sleep and you're wondering if you want to save some money, you could do that, go around the house and plug up all your stuff. But check this out. This is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to hook up everything to the strip, and I'm going to see how much watts I'm pulling. Because remember how I had that little battery, and the little small battery was 65 watts, and it couldn't even power my small speakers. So I'm going to do this test, and we're going to see what's going on. So I'm going to turn on everything slow, and we're going to see how much watts I'm pulling. So right now, let's turn on the heavy loads. And I have an idea. I want to go off the grid. I have an idea of what I might do. So I was looking at the price of those battery packs, those small little battery generators. And each of those, it seems like they're charging $1 a watt. That's what it seems like. So I could divide the loads. I could have one to power my lights. I could have another battery pack to power all my speakers. Like I could hook up all these speakers, these 4 speakers, and a monitor, just to see, as I could see, right? And that battery pack will power all my speakers. And I could have another battery pack to power the rest of my system, like the fan, because it gets hot in Arizona. So I got to take a fan, and also you got to think. You have to think about this. I live in Arizona, so these are going to be using more watts because it's going to overheat. The fan's going to be running more often. So you got to think about stuff like that. This is going to overheat, and I always put a fan under here. So I'm going to bring out a bunch of junk and plug up everything. I'm going to try to run it and see what the totals. I'm going to get all these little fans that I have. I have 2 fans, plug them up. I'm going to have another fan, plug it up. I'm going to plug everything up, and I'm going to figure out how much watts I'm pulling, right? And if it's a lot of watts, I might divide them. I might do different loads, like the speaker will run off this battery pack, this system will run off the battery pack, and my lights will run off a battery pack. I want to go off the grid. That's what I want to do. I want to be off the grid kind of DJ. So they could call me anywhere, anytime, any place, anywhere, and I show up. It could be in the forest, it could be in the desert, in the middle of nowhere, and I just show up and start playing music. And I want to get an idea how long they're gonna last. And I want to go for at least a good 8 hours, maybe. I want something to last for a good 8 hours. They also come with solar panels, so I could charge them, and it takes the same time. Like if you hook up a solar panel and you plug it up to the wall might take about 6 hours to charge up that battery. And the solar might take a little longer, like maybe, it depends. Like the sun right now goes down early. It probably, I don't even think we have a high noon right now. But anyways, it takes a little long, so it takes longer, right? Right now out there, like there's no sun out there. So you got to think about stuff like that. But I'm not going to do that kind of off of the grid. I just want to power my system. So they could put me anywhere. I don't have to even run extension cords no more. If this works, I'll get rid of my extensions. I just have to put a battery pack right here, plug it up, put another battery pack to my T-bar, plug it up, put another battery pack, So if anything, if they charge $1 a watt, I could buy 3 battery packs, split them up for the loads. So I want to overload the battery, right? You got to think about stuff like that too. You don't want to overload it. And that's what that Hobo Tech does. He did so many tests. He does He checked the inverter. He wants to see how quiet the inverter is because you don't want to get humming coming out of the speakers, right? That's another thing I got to look for. I got to look into the humming. I got to look into the overload, if it's going to overload. I want to check stuff like that. And so let's do this right here. I'm going to turn on the speaker. I know I'm getting off topic here. I'm going to turn on the speaker. We're going to see how much power it takes up to power the speaker. So it went to 25 and the speaker's on. I believe the speaker's on. Everything's hooked up to that strip. Yes, the speaker's on. And everything's hooked up to the strip. And the way they do things now, all this technology, everything used very low powers now. Very low power. It's not like the old days where you hook up a laptop and it'll overheat and suck in so much power. You remember those big old outlets it had? My amps back in the days, I used to have 2 amps. One was 2,000 watts and the other one was 1,500 watts. And the 1,500 watts will power will be for the tops, and the 2,000 watts will be for my subs. Man, I used to go to the house. You know how you turn on the vacuum and you have a light on and it dims, right? That's the load it's taking. I got to get a power pack that it won't overload. So I got to do all my homework. I got to do my research. Because remember back in the days, my amps, because I've been DJing forever, those amps used to trip off the breakers. As soon as I turn them on, play a couple songs, boom, breakers would get tripped. And I used to trip out back in the day. I was like, dang, this sucker. I used to separate my amps. Like I'll plug up to one outlet and half of my lights to another outlet. But everything is like more energy efficient. Everything's like LEDs, you know, everything's energy efficient. This is energy efficient. The little controller, everything's energy efficient now. So it's not pulling so many watts. Look at this, 47 watts now with this speaker on. Earlier it was at about 20 something. It seems like it got 20 watts, 50 watts right there. Oh, I got this on also. And I got the strip. And I got my computer on. Nope, this is not on yet. I'm turning on the computer. Now I went to like 100 just for my computer coming on. And also you got to think also things that are running in the background on your computer is also using energy, you know, like apps and all that. So you got to think about stuff like that. Like I got an extended hard drive is running. I got the fan running. And when it gets hot in Arizona, it runs more often, you know, trying to cool down your computer. Everything's run. And you remember I mentioned I want to get a cooling fan for my under here. I want to put it under here to cool down my controller. It never overheated on me, knock on wood. Nothing overheated, but you always want to take that safety precautions. So I'm going to hook up everything. I'm going to hook up my fans, everything. I want to see how much power how much power everything is using up, okay? So everything's on. Let me turn on the software. The controller's on, everything's on. And it looked like I'm at a 1,000. Not 1,000, my bad. 120. I seen 120 the highest. So we're at 98 right now. And I remember I just seen 120 pop up. 110. See, there goes 124, 130. That's because it varies, you know. Everything's running. So now, let me turn on this bad boy on. I got the sub. And everything's hooked up to that strip. Everything's hooked up to the strip. So now, let's see where we at. 115. So now we're going to play a song. Let's play a song. What the heck is Yachty? This is supposed to be a cumbia. Let's see what this Yachty is. All right, let's make sure it's not too loud. All right, let's play a song. I'm gonna put a loop in there. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Look at that cat. When he hears me turn it up, he starts taking off. He knows it's loud up in here. Make the house rattle, make the house rattle. I got the sub on. Turn up the sub a little bit more. Here goes my sub. 126, 130. See, here goes the sub. Here's the sub. hermanos. Now the cat, he took off. The house is rattling. The house is rattling. We're at 200. 231. We're at 200. All right. I seen 200. So let's write this sucker down. Let's write it down. 200 watts. I want to put hour. 200. So if I want to power all this mess right here, and if I want to go 5 hours, I'm looking at 1,000 watt hour. I gotta add a little bit more in that sucker. I gotta add a thresh, like if I want to go a little bit more than that, so it won't overload. So that's what I'm saying. I could break this up. I could break it up. I could break the subs, everything up, the speakers. Have one powering the speakers. Have another load for all my audios and fans and all that, and have something else for the lights. So I could do a three. Break it up by threes. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll buy 1,000 watts. For the speakers, just the speakers only, buy maybe 500 for the all this other stuff, and maybe buy another 500 for my lights, and I'm looking at 2,000. I could separate them. You know what I mean? For example, I've got my T-bar back here. I have my T-bar, and right underneath the T-bar, I have a little battery pack powering the whole T-bar. Over here, I have one hooking up to the speakers, powering up the speakers. Another one hook up to this. And I won't even need extension cords no more. I just hook up everything, hook up a strip to it, and boom, 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 bada bing, bada boom. So I have to test everything out. I got to make sure. So yeah, the highest, it went to 200. And I don't even have the other one hooked up yet. So I could do another test where I could just hook up all the speakers, everything, all 4 subs, the 2 subs, this one, and maybe the alto, like a monitor, hook that up. And I want to see how much consumption that's taken. I mean, I wish I was outside. I want to crank it up to start peaking. Because your boy DJ said I like to peak them. And this way I have an idea how much power is using up. Consumption. So I got some work to do. I got some things to do. My next gig is going to be like in 3 weeks. Maybe I'll get 1 battery pack. I'm not going to be taking the sub all the time, but I do want to have that threshold or that enough juice to power everything, So right now I just saw it at 200 watts. I want to do 5 hours, but I want to do more than 5 hours. So that's what I'm saying. I got to break it up, and I want to go off the grid. DJ City Manos want to go off the grid. Let's play the song again. This time I'm not going to have it too loud. I want to see if I still go to 200. I want to see if I go to 200. Here we go. Pégale, DJ, hermanos. Yeah, 120. Yeah, it seems like as you raise it up, start sucking up some more power. 130. So yeah, I got to do a bunch of tests. I don't want the neighbor. Actually, I don't even can't do it in here because walls are rattling. I should go outside and just do it outside. But I am gonna figure this out, and I am gonna get the battery packs. I'm determined to get these batteries. I'm determined. Even if it's just to power my lights for now, that's what I want to do. I'm determined, but I don't want to rely on the clients. I want the clients to call me up and say, "Yo," and I'm gonna advertise like that. Off the grid DJ. I'm an off the grid DJ. You could call me. We'll be in the desert and the sand dunes, chilling, and You want to go camping, you want to hire the DJ, I show up, yo, let me know where you at. And I want to do some crazy stuff. You know, I'm I'm a little crazy. Your boy is a little crazy. I want to give people the option. Look, it's not a generator. I operate off lithium batteries. And I could tell them, look, my system could run off 8 hours off a lithium battery. Just call me up, let me know where you at, and I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? And this way I could start dividing things up. I could buy maybe 3 lithium batteries, and one is powering my speakers, another one powering my lights, another one powering all my controls and whatever I need. And my lights, all the Rockvilles, man, those are already battery powered. Those suckers already last a good 15 hours. I did a gig for I think I went at least, the last gig I did, the Las Vegas casino night, I think I went 5 hours for that sucker. And my batteries were, when I was done with their gig, my batteries were like 70%. 70%. Those batteries last a long time. 70%. So yeah, I could go maybe a good 12 hours, 14 hours on those batteries. Those suckers last forever. So I don't even have to worry. I want to power my moving heads also. That's what I really want to do. I was really focused on the moving heads. But now that I got the little gadget right here, I can start testing things out, and I have a better idea how much wattage I'm consumption. There's no more gas. Like right now, everything is on. Everything is on, but I'm not paying anything like that. 100 watts just sitting there. So if I had a 500 watt battery, I could just plugged up everything, last me 5 hours. With no sound, 5 hours. Ooh, it went up to 150. So that's another thing. Got to also, since everything, fluctuate, it goes up and down. You also got to think about stuff like that, So yeah, your boy DJ Steady Manos is determined to get off the grid. I'm determined. And these batteries, so these lithium batteries also come. Well, you have to buy the solar panels. You can also charge them with a solar panel. So if they call me and say, "Yo, we're gonna be in the sand dunes," because every here in Arizona we have sand dunes. I could show up, set up my solar panel. So for now, I could get solar off the solar. And the only thing I don't have is a canopy. So I could always tell them, "Yo, can you provide a canopy?" Because a lot of people like to do that. They like to go to the sand dunes and just chill. Now, can you imagine that option of DJ Steady Mountain showing up? I just say, I'll show up, tell me where you at, and I'll tell them if they could provide a canopy for me. And I just show up, boom, have my fan cooling me down. I have fans cooling this down, and then everything else be playing, And as soon as it gets dark, as soon as I can't use the solar panels, then everything will be running off the batteries. And if I could get it to run for 5 hours, that's sweet. That is sweet. You know what I mean? So let's say the sun goes down around 7 o'clock, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. By midnight, I tell them, as soon as the batteries are done, your boy is out. You know what I mean? But I want to do more than 5 hours. I want to do more than 5 hours. I want to do at least, I say 7 hours. I want batteries that last me 7 hours. So in this case, if I want to do 7 hours, and I'm doing 200 watt hours, that'd be 1400. I need a battery, a lithium battery generator that could pull 1400 watts hours. And they have them for 1500 watt hours. And basically, if the way I was looking at Amazon, it seemed like they're charging $1 a watt. So you're going to spend around $1,500. And if you say, man, that's a lot of money. Laptop, $800. This is $1,200. Speakers, $2,000. So why not add this to your, and you could be flexible, a little bit more flexible. You know what I mean? So, and you could also charge a little bit more. They don't know what kind of generator it is. You could just say, yo, it's going to be a little extra for being off the grid. And then, boom, just show up. Play, and just tell them as soon as my battery's done, I'm out, and just charge them whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is your boy DJ Steady Manos, man. I'm going off the grid, man. I'm going off the grid, and yeah, I might split them up like I said. I might split them up to three batteries. I might do one for the speakers only. I'm gonna hook up all 4 speakers, try to get an idea how much all 4 speakers run for 7 hours. Get that, get another, because I want to separate the loads. I want to get something for this, all the rest of the audios, the fans and everything else. You know, because I'm going to have more than this hooked up. I'm going to have my tablet hooked up. I'm going to have, you know, I'm even going to plug this monitor. I want to plug so much things that I'm going to think about things that I take sometimes, like the projector. Plug up everything. Plug up everything. I want to see how much everything draws. Then I have an idea. You know what I mean? So yeah, I got things to bring out. I got projectors to bring out, fans to bring out, everything. I'm gonna just run it. I want to see the total I'm pulling with the equipment blasting, the total, and then I'm gonna have an idea of what I want to do. If I want to split them up, multiple battery packs, so different loads. You know what I mean? This is your boy DJ Seti Manos, and I'm out. I'm going off the grid. Peace.